Welcome to another blogcast. It's June. The winter is here. Dark Mofo's in town. I snuck into night mass with my mates and kind of forgot to look at anything. People have been asking me, like, oh, wow, you snuck into night mass. Wow, what was it like? I'm like, I hung out with my mates in the street for most of it because they vape. It was really weird going to the old Spotlight building, though, because I used to work there 100 years ago. So it was very strange to, see a drug den where, like, Jacinta and Deb used to, like, throw out the fucking the rolls of sheer fabric. It was a very strange... I don't know, you guys remember Silent Hill 1 where you'd like go through the school and it was all normal, but then that siren would go off and then it'd be like, you'd be in hell. Cages and shit everywhere. It was kind of like that. Shout out to Mofo. And all hail our benevolent millionaires. Isn't it lucky that Tassie got the good philanthropic millionaires with their weird parties on their private island? Anyway, I've been thinking a lot lately about how, life, good habits are all kind of built like a little bit at a time. So I did this little exercise, and you can do it if you want, if you got a pad and pen. I just tried to figure out what are some good, like, small tasks to do daily to try not to miss. And, it didn't have to be a massive, like, 4-hour block of these things, just like a small act, just to push something forward. How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. 9 small acts daily that I think are good. Here we go. Number 1, an act of promotion for deity, but you can insert your creative project there. Unless you want to do one small act of promotion for deity, that'd be excellent, actually. So an act of promotion for deity. So for me, that could be an Instagram post or a reel, or even sharing a story to your Instagram page. Is like something you find cool. Just scroll through your reels, find something cool, add it to your story, because it puts you in the line with the big red ring around it, and people can't resist. The completionist in us all makes us want to check to see what's going on. My phone's fucking going off. My phone never goes off. The one time I fire up what is this? Leave me be. I'm making a video. It still puts you in the headlines for the day. Even sharing a story, or sending out an email if you've got a mailing list, making a post, just a small act of promotion for your creative pursuit. That's one thing you should do daily. The next thing is, number 2 is an act of craft/practice. So I guess what I meant by that was either, doing your sing your scales, practice your guitar, work on, work on the song, just a little piece, 20 minutes. Those 20-minute blocks add up, and if, like, once a day for 20 minutes, like before bed or before work, get up 20 minutes earlier. If you can find 20 minutes for your creative thing over a week, that's a week's worth of 20 minutes. I can't figure out what that is on the fly. I'm not brilliant like that. I'm brilliant in other ways that I cannot seem to monetize. All right, that was number 2, an act of craft or practice per day. Here's an interesting one. Number 3, an act of housekeeping. Just a chore. You can see I've got my little shanty town going in the background there with my clothes on the rack. Just, what else could I do? Could put my shoes away. But, it's nice to have your house in order. I'm a very neat and tidy person. And I'm very blessed to have this apartment. It's kind of ideal in terms of its size, but it's very old and very lived in. And it's in real danger of seeming very unkempt because it's just got old floors and old walls. So if I don't keep my shit tidy, it tends to look a lot more ghetto than it actually is. So yep, stay ahead of that. Number 4, now this is probably the best advice in the whole thing. Shout out to my man Jules who got me on the train. But I've written here Metamucil, lol. Take your Metamucil. I'm 36. I'm telling you right now, I don't care how old you are, get on the Metamucil train. Unbelievable. It's nice to be regular. So that's number 4. Number 5 is an active social presence, and that's just message your friends. Friends are friggin' wicked. I've had, all sorts of relationships in my life. Good ones, bad ones, long ones, short ones. And it's truly now in my mid to late 30s where I'm really just I'm in love with my friends. I had a wicked time out on the town with them on Friday night. We were going to just go to a couple of things, but I don't know, dark mofos in town. The devils are out. The devils are out. We got a little bit carried away and we snuck into night mass. We were all planning on being in bed at 10. We didn't get to bed till 3. And it was, I fucking had a sick night. It was awesome. So yeah, an active social presence, just to stay in touch with your friends, care for them, love them, build those relationships brick by brick, day by day. Now, here's an interesting one, open to absolute interpretation. We've got an act of gratitude / paying it forward. That's a good thing, and I haven't done that today. What could I do? Maybe I could go out into the street and pick up some rubbish or something, like scab duty in high school. I don't know. But yeah, if you can, a little act of gratitude each day. I guess an act of gratitude is not even... You could, just not fucking complain. You could not bitch and moan online, I guess. Sometimes I wish some of the people I follow would just lighten up a little bit. Be a little bit hotter, be a little bit more fun, be a bit more sexy. Politics is not sexy. I can't really... You could give money to a charity or something, or a bum. Give money to a busker or a bum. Bless them. I don't mean to call them bums, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. People, people that seem like they're down on their luck. So that's a tough one, actually. I'll have to think about that a little bit more, but I should be doing more little acts of gratitude, little acts of service for people or someone. Anyway, moving on. An act of fitness. This is important. Today I went for a walk. And today I got on the foam roller and rolled out my psoas muscle a little bit. I don't know if you could tell, but my psoas is very relaxed. I'm very stretched out. Went for a walk, got some fresh air, breathing in that winter fresh air. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Tomorrow I'll do boxing. Wednesday I'll do yoga. Thursday I'll hopefully be on a coffee date. Friday I'll do yoga. Or if Thursday doesn't pan out, maybe a coffee date on Friday. But yeah, an active fitness each day I find is very important. You'd be surprised how quickly fitness can build doing a little bit each day. Here's the most important one, I think, number 8. An act of fun. Do something fun. I have a playlist on Spotify full of all my favorite bangers. And I tend to kind of start my day with it, and I'll stretch out before I go down to HTC, but I'll put on lively, fun music. Just you'd be surprised how just a quick boogie can completely change the complexion of your day. It can completely change the complexion of your moment. It truly can. That might be the best advice I give you here today. Have some fun music that you put on. Some Kylie Minogue, some ZZ Top. Music that's hot and fun. Be hot and fun at least once a day. And number 9, a small piece of writing. So I guess that comes also down to craft or practice, but I think I separated those because what I meant by a small piece of writing is a little bit of journaling. If you've got some erratic thoughts, I find journaling very, very helpful. I've journaled for a long time. And, I go back and look at the pages and it's the diary of a madman, truly. It's, because once you see it on the page, you can kind of go oh, I do feel that, or, oh, no, I don't feel that at all. That's silly. Why did I think that? But it's not until you see it and the act of writing it out does something to purge it. Can't recommend it enough. But anyway, that's the video. I'm currently at 18 out of 25 subscribers in the temple this month. 25 was my goal. I got to 18. It's halfway through the month, so if you want to make a small contribution to keep the fires of deity burning, I implore you. The link is in the bio. And I thank you very much in advance. And shout out to the 18. Shout out to the 18. I've got enough money. I've been in touch with Ryan Hancock to get some artwork done. I'm coming close to finishing up a single, so I'm going to use that money to get Joe Haley to mix and master the song, get Ryan to paint something pretty, and that's deity. That's deity in full flight. That's its function. To get nice artwork, make the music sound as good as possible. Thank you very much to all the lantern bearers and firekeepers out there, all the travellers. Until the next video, I wish you well. I truly do. And good luck out there with all the devils running amok. The good news is I've been sussing them out. I've been checking out the devils in town. And I think this season we're dealing more with Lokis as opposed to the meanies. The real mean ones. It's Loki. It's mischief. It's the season of mischief. So promote yourself. Practice your craft. Clean your fucking house. Take your Metamucil. Give love to your friends. Just give an act of gratitude. Do something fit and fun. And do a small piece of writing each day. Peace.